Hey everybody, it's Aaron. I wanted to do just a brief intro to the company. So this is for people that are brand new, whether you're door knocking, whether you haven't heard from us. The first thing is I implore everybody, look at the website, whether it's cardinalcat.com, nashville-cat.com. Look at the websites. The websites are kind of a cheat sheet that tell you who we are, what we are. For the Cardinal website in particular, that's the first website, and in the Metro East and St. Louis that really showed all of the Metro East St. Louis how to do insurance claims, since we're the first company doing this. But we think they're really well done. They're very informative. But here's how the company started. In 2010, my wife and I had just moved here from Colorado. I had worked for a local contractor out of the O'Fallon area that was broke, going bankrupt, and really doing an awful job. So previous, I had worked for one of the largest roofing contractors in Denver, Colorado. And I had learned the business. I had learned how insurance claims work working in Denver, Colorado. Denver, Colorado is right at the Continental Divide. You have a place that's called Hail Alley in Denver, which is the second most prone place to hail on the face of the earth. It's between the Nebraska Panhandle, I think Cheyenne, and Denver. It's called Hail Alley. Number one is someplace in mainland China, but Denver, Colorado gets a shitload of hail, and there are a lot of companies that do what we do and do it super well. So I was lucky enough to be a door knocker and do some marketing, some telemarketing, just some general sales for Northwest Roofing out of Denver to get a lay of the land and learn the business. So fast forward, as my wife and I and Rudy at the time, we moved to the Metro East, and nobody is doing insurance claims. So for a little longer than a year, I did hook up and worked as an independent sales rep, independent contractor with a roofing company or a contracting company that had never done insurance claims before. So this guy was kind of a jack of all trades, exactly the opposite of what we are, right? So I worked with him for a while. He stopped paying his bills. He started getting his houses leaned by roofers, yada, yada, yada. Roughly, I had done about close to $2 million in sales in about 19 months for this guy. And it was all insurance restoration, all insurance claims. I was door knocking. We were lucky enough to get hit with a tornado, and then the next year we got hit with small hail in Edwardsville, and worked. This guy, for whatever reason, kind of pissed his money away and forced my hand. I told the guy that we just had our second child, Vernon, and I said, when he's in kindergarten, I may branch off and open up my own company up in Edwardsville, but I don't want to be your competitor. Long story short, this guy started bouncing checks and started doing some real unethical things, so he kind of forced my hand. So we started Cardinal 2010, and actually Ken Ditzler worked for the other company, and I brought him with me, and I said, I'm going to take a big risk. I'd like you to come with me. We're going to do this the right way. I showed him the company, Baby Blue, the whole shooting match, and he's like, yes, I'm coming with you. So that's how it all started. We started knocking on doors, and we started the Edwardsville area. 2010, 2011, we had some smaller hailstorms. We did about 800,000 and maybe $1.5 million those first couple of years of business. Had some turnover, unfortunately, made a lot of mistakes, learned how the business worked, and then in 2012 we got hit with a pretty decent sized hailstorm in O'Fallon and Collinsville. We did over $4 million in sales, and that really kind of put us on the map, and here we are. So we started the company in 2010, and we can really say that we are the first and only company in the Metro East, it might be all of Metro St. Louis, but for sure the Metro East, where all we do are insurance claims. So our core competency, our main focus, everything we do, from the name of our company to how we go to market, how we talk to customers, some of our rules and regulations in terms of repairs and not giving out pricing, are because we only do insurance claims. So we're the first and only one to do this. You'll see when there is giant hail or if there's a catastrophic loss, everybody's a storm claim expert. Everybody's Cardinal, but they're not all good at it. if you look at some of our original marketing, and I think this should even be in some of our current marketing, one of the first pieces I put together was roofers roof. Contractors do a little bit of everything. But when it comes to an insurance claim, they're not really good at it. Ask a roofer what non-recoverable depreciation means. Ask a contractor what actual cash value means. They don't know that stuff. Therefore, when there is a giant hailstorm or when you have to file an insurance claim, they're not really good at it. When there's big hail rocks, everybody's collecting checks. But 24/7, 365, whether there's big hail or there isn't a big hailstorm, year in and year out, this is all we do is insurance claims. And we built the company to be friends with the risk industry. So what that means is, we're not circling bird shit. We're not circling blisters on a roof. We're not getting into a pissing match with the adjuster. We're not laying down on roofs when we don't like the outcome. We've spent the time to brand ourselves and to train ourselves to be Hague certified. So we understand residential roofing. We understand how adjusters look at roofing systems. We understand the dynamic of what hail damage, functional damage does and bruising to a shingle, to an asphalt shingle. We understand repairability versus non-repairability factors. And we built the company to be friends with the insurance adjusters. So we know that we're a niche. We know that, I don't know if anybody's ever heard me say this, but I say we're two companies. We're a big giant company when there's a catastrophic loss where we're doing hundreds and hundreds of claims, and then we're a smaller mom and pop company when we don't have the big giant hail rocks and we're working with old damage and 3-tab roofing systems and non-repairable roofing systems. And those years we won't be quite as busy, but those years can be equally as fun and equally as profitable if you do it right. But yeah, we're going on 11 years. We own our own building in downtown Edwardsville. We've got 3 offices now. We've got one in Nashville, one in St. Louis, and one in Edwardsville. We do have one in Minnesota that's suspended for right now, and we do have the guttering company within Edwardsville. So we've got a bunch of things going on. But we're the first and only company where we only do claims. We built the business to be of maximum service to the risk industry. You'll see as you go through and you learn more about the company, we do like to work with insurance agents. We do like to work with the local insurance agent offices to build that relationship so they give you referrals in the future. So we do want to be friends with the insurance companies. And that's a huge thing that hardly anybody does in the business. So that's a little bit about how it all started and where we are. Let's see. Oh, last but not least, the baby blue trucks. So originally, when I had written this business plan in 2009, it was going to be called Viking Contracting because I'm from Minnesota. I'm a huge Vikings fan. But as it got closer to signing the paperwork to incorporate with our attorneys, I'm like, that's dumb. Nobody in St. Louis likes the Vikings. They're all Rams fans. But then it hit me one morning that everybody in St. Louis is a huge St. Louis Cardinal baseball fan. So I've lived all over the country. I've never lived anywhere where baseball is number one, and it's number one, and there's not a close second. It's Cardinals, and it's kind of old school. They listen to baseball games on the AM radio. It's really cool. So Cardinal. And then I wanted to be different than a contractor. I didn't want to be a roofer. I wanted to specialize in insurance claims. So, Cardinal Catastrophe Services. If you look at the 2 biggest insurance providers, Allstate and State Farm, their CAT team, their catastrophic teams, their teams that travel, they're called State Farm Catastrophe Services. Allstate Catastrophe Services. So, once in a while, you may be mistook from an insurance adjuster to think that we are a third-party adjuster, which we're not. We're a contractor. But from the name of our company to exactly how we go to market, we want to be friends with the insurance companies. So then the baby blue. Okay, that video got cut off, obviously. You can tell we're not professional podcasters, but we're trying. So that cut off with the baby blue truck. So the baby blue trucks came to me one morning during meditation. I was gonna have tan trucks or like khaki trucks, and all of us were gonna wear khaki pants. And then it just came to me. the 1985 St. Louis Cardinal away jerseys. So I looked up that color, and the closest color I could find was called Robin's Egg Blue. And then we found a Robin's Egg Blue from a 1968 Ford Mustang. And we looked up that color, took it to our auto body guy, and that is why we have the baby blue trucks. Okay, we will sign off, and I think this will just get edited right into this one Cardinal Cast. See y'all later.